love, welcome back to the channel. It is Kay, your spiritual witch, your astrologer and numerologist. We are moving into a full moon eclipse, and it is going to be in the sign of Scorpio, which is probably one of my most favorite signs other than my own sign, Aquarius, to have a full moon in. So I've poured us some tea. We're going to read some messages. We're going to see what we need to know under this energy. For those of you who want to skip straight forward to the actual teacup reading, check the timestamp. You can skip all the astrology updates that I'm going to give you. For those of you who want to hear that, then stick around. Okay, so this full moon is happening on the 16th of May, 15th or 16th, depending on where you are in the world. And it's happening at 5:15 a.m. GMT, so you can convert that into your local time, and it is at 25 degrees into Scorpio. So the first thing to say is, what kind of energy is this eclipse full moon bringing us? We have a north node and a south node in astrology, and you will have your eclipse either at the north or the south, and that will give you the energy. This is going to be a south node eclipse, so this means it's about release. It's about letting go. It's about quite karmatic things happening, and possibly things coming to an end and departing for some of us that need to basically go, because it's a south node eclipse. If you are a Scorpio, obviously this will impact on you. Step into your personal power. The full week will be about you and your energy. And if you are a Scorpio where your sun is in late degrees, so you know, if your sun is anywhere around the 25 mark, 27 mark, or even from about, say, let's say from about 15 to 17 degrees, you know, if you're born quite mid to late part of the sign of the Scorpio season, then this could impact on you greatly as well. For everybody else, of course, we all have Scorpio ruling somewhere in our chart, and we will feel it as well, but more so if you are a Scorpio. Now, one of the key things that I did see what the planets are doing when I quickly looked at the chart for this full moon is, it seems like some of us might be in a position where we're in emotional push and pull. And this could be around something that we need to let go. And this is because we're going to have the moon, which is obviously going to be in Scorpio, form a square, which is a kind of like frustrating energy, like challenges or annoyances, with the planet of challenges, with the planet of you know, learning, withdrawal, maturity, which is Saturn. So you've got two kind of conflicting energies. You've got the moon, which is our emotions, and we've got the mental energy of Aquarius. So it's like some of us could feel some challenges. So I'm not going to spend too much time on the astrology, and that's just a basic rundown of what's happening. If you want to know more, check the video that will be up on the 5 things you need to know about this full moon. It might just pop up somewhere where I'm speaking, or it will be linked below in the description box as well. So let's crack on with our actual reading then. So let's see what we need to know. See what spirit is going to give us, what messages we have, and what I saw in the cup. This is a full moon about release and letting go. Let's see what we need to know. But first of all, have a question in mind that you would like some advice or guidance with. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Spirit, what is the response for the person who is asking a question right now, or needs some advice or guidance before we go into this teacup reading? What do they need to know? Okay, so you've got a message of opportunity. So what you're asking about could be a great opportunity for you. Some opportunities could be coming your way, or your spirit guides are asking you to look out for the opportunities as we move forward under this full moon. All right, guys, so in this cup, the first thing that I saw when I was looking for the messages, I saw 2 prominent initials. We've got a V, which is down here, and when I turn it this way, obviously that forms an L. So you could be someone who has an initial of V or L, or V or L could be key to you. And this message, where it's positioned, is going to be about the distant future, because it's quite far at the bottom of the cup. So starting with the initial V, Spirit, what is the message that you want to pass on? Oh, there we go. You could be an air sign. You could be an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. First card that's flipped for you if your initial is V. This is also the Queen of Swords. So this is about the truth, honesty, being truthful, being honest, seeking out the truth, seeking out honesty. It's also the card for communication and thoughts and thinking. So what else? Wow, they're just jumping. What else do we need to know? You could be balancing some truth right now, or you could be searching for the truth or juggling for this, and you're not quite sure what to believe or what not to believe if this is you. What else do they need to know? What are they juggling? Okay, that's too many. What are they juggling? What truth? What is this air sign juggling, or what truth is it? Okay, looks like you could have been pretty restricted. You've got 2 8s jump out for you. The number 8 could be quite key as well. Something that's been going on for 8 months, 8 weeks. I don't want to say 8 years, but it's a possibility. 8 has jumped out. You've got 2 8s. So for someone with the initial V, or someone who is linked to someone with the initial V, it seems like you could be struggling with some truth, or you've really been searching for some truth. And maybe you've not been sure what to believe. It could have been causing you some kind of restriction. With the 8 of Swords here, which is the card of restriction. As you can see, there's a woman here bound by 8 swords. She's blindfolded, she can't see anything, and she can't go anywhere. But what your spirit's guides are saying is there's going to be forward action and movement. It feels as though this is about to be released, this restriction or this energy of searching for the truth and not really knowing what to believe, or juggling some kind of truth. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. All right. We've got the Page of Cups here, which is about opportunities and things flowing to you. So if you are someone who's been feeling a little bit restricted, and the initial V is quite important to you, or your name begins with V, or even the number 8 is important to you, you've been experiencing something for 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 days, 8 years, 8 minutes, whatever 8 is, if 8 is key to you. If you have been restricted, your spirit guides are letting you know that opportunity is coming in, and that restriction is going to move forward. Yeah, wow. Ace of Pentacles, the actual ace of opportunity. This person, or whoever you are, however this resonates for a few of you, or if it's one person in particular, I should say, just know spirit is saying, however you are restricted, there's going to be opportunities coming your way. You are moving forward, and this is happening quite quickly because you've got the Ace of Wands, which is quick movement and action. So what else do they need to know about this Ace of Pentacles? I feel like this could be financial restriction as well, because of the kind of pentacle, the kind of ace that it is. It's the Ace of Pentacles, so that can represent health, wealth, money, security, you know, the long term. This initial V is in the long term, future, distance position. So long term, in the future, what's coming to you, V, is this ending of restriction and this kind of financial opportunity or long term opportunity. What else is flipped? There's going to be options open to you with the 7 of Cups, so look out for your options, and as these options flow to you, follow your intuition. With the High Priestess that's come out here, the High Priestess is about knowledge as well, on what we know. So whatever truth you've been juggling, whatever restrictions that you've had, whatever's been holding you back, look at what you've learned, look at what knowledge you know, use your intuition as you make any decisions about any opportunities or options that may present themselves to you with the 7 of Cups. And just know that long term, your message for the distant future is that your security and stability is coming in. I'm just hearing here, you're about to break the shackles. So whatever the shackles are with the 8 of Swords, with the restriction, whatever that is for you, this person whose name begins with V, or if V is important to you, or even the number 8, you are about to break the shackles. Now for the person whose name begins with L, or if L is a prominent and important initial for you, what do you need to know about the distant future? There's going to be a reason to celebrate with the 3 of Cups. So if this is you, someone with the initial L, or L is important to you, or you're linked to a person beginning with the initial L, in the distant future there is going to be a reason to celebrate. 3 of Cups, something's coming up for you. You've got the 6 of Wands, which is promotions and celebrations, and you've also got the Knight of Wands here, which is action and movement, which is quite quick. It feels to me like you might be due a job promotion, L. It might be that your work starts to pick up, especially with this card here with the Six of Wands, which is about promotion. You can see there's a man here on a horse. He is being publicly celebrated, he's elevated above his peers. So your work situation could be about to change. There could be a reason to celebrate. If it's not work for you, then there's some kind of small level of success that's going to come in quite quickly. It could be linked to anything that's abroad as well with the Knight of Wands, distance and travel. You could have some celebrational success with this. What's at the bottom of the deck? Six of Swords. So we are moving forward. So we've got another six. So we've got two sixes here. So six could be quite prominent to you. You could be someone who has been experiencing 6 months worth of trying to find a job, 6 months worth of trying to get a promotion, 6 weeks, 6 minutes, however six resonates for you. We've got two sixes. But the Six of Swords is about journeys, moving forward. So if this message is for you, even if your name does not begin with L or the initial L is not key for you, just know that if you are struggling with something right now, if it's work you've been focused on, it looks as though you're going to get what you want with your promotion, and you're going to certainly move forward with a journey, with something. Let's pull one more card. Spirit, what else does this person need to know under this full moon? What else does this person need to know? And don't forget, guys, this full moon is about releasing, as I said, and letting go. Wow, look at that. And the card of restriction comes up again. So you are about to release and let go any shackles or restrictions. This card that's jumped out, the card of restriction, but then you've got the reasons to celebrate and the promotion and elevation around you. If you're someone who's been stuck between a rock and a hard place, they're pushing me to say, you're someone who's been pretty much backed in the corner, I'm hearing here, then this is about to change. You're going to have a reason to celebrate, especially if your initial is L, or L is something significant to you. That's what's come up for that message here. Okay, the other thing that I saw in this mug, which is here, which is a big, massive love heart. I don't know if you can see it, but it kind of goes from down here up, down, dips and around. It's a big massive love heart. Now where this is positioned kind of up, if I was looking at an astrology chart, positioned up in kind of like the 10th house. So this could be someone's career, someone's direction, someone's ambitions, or what they're really focused on in life. There is a massive love heart. So love hearts are obviously, you know, connection to what we want, desires, matters of the heart. It could be that some of you are due some kind of love as well, as in actual love, romance. Let's see what comes up. So Spirit, what is the message about this heart that you've been putting in front of me? Wow, really, really nice. Looks like someone could be in communication with someone, or someone is going to hear some news from someone. It could be to do with love. You could even be someone who's about to find love via communication and social media, because this is my social media card with the Page of Swords. He is what brings us news. He is what generates, you could say, you know, when you have like breaking news on TV or significant events happen and it's like a big thing and it goes viral, it's that kind of energy. So some of you could be successful with the heart, finding love online, if that's what you've been looking for. Some of you could be about to hear news about love. What else do we need to know, Spirit, with this love heart? Why have you put this message in front of me? You could be a Virgo, or it could be to do with a Virgo. You could connect with a Virgo. We've got the Hermit card that's come out here. Taking the astrology away from this card and it being linked heavily to Virgo, being the card for Virgo, this is about staying on a set path, the Hermit. It's about following a direction that you're currently on. Sometimes it's about withdrawal as well and not doing too much, but it's a very, very focused energy. As you can see, there's a man here who's walking along and he's following the light of his lantern. So he is following that path that is lit. It feels to me, what I'm being pushed to say, is that some of you are on a pretty blessed path as well. What else do we need to know about this love heart? So your desires, they're giving me here, your desires are blessed, especially with it being around the 10th house. I'm hearing here your desires are blessed. What it is that you are on the path to achieve and what you want is pretty blessed with the love heart. For others of you, for those of you that I originally mentioned with love, some of you are going to find love online. Some of you are going to be linked to maybe even a Virgo with love, or it could even be an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini or Libra. What else are you giving me here, Spirit, with this love heart? What do I need to put out? Okay, Queen of Wands. So be confident. Be confident. This is the fire sign energies coming out, Sagittarius, Aries and Leo. But they're asking you to be confident if you're on a certain direction or you're following a certain path. They're asking you to be confident when it comes to finding love. They're asking you to be confident with your online presence, as I said, with social media and breaking news and things going viral. So if you're someone who uses social media a lot as well, be confident with your presence online. All right, what else do we need to know, Spirit, about this love heart and this energy of desires and connection that I'm feeling? What else do we need to know? Is there anything else that anybody needs to know? Okay, so we've got a lot of cards flipped here. That's too many. We've got the Queen of Swords again, and we've got the same card again, Knight of Wands. So we've got more air sign energy, we've got more truth, we've got more honesty with the Queen of Swords. Yeah, she came out at the beginning. So for some of you, you are definitely on a path of truth and honesty. You should continue with this path and be confident with it. For others of you who are definitely searching for love, I'm getting a lot of air energy here. It's here twice. So Aquarius, Gemini or Libra, you could be that person, or you could connect with that person in terms of love. Communication is a big thing here, because we've got it here and we've got her here with the Queen of Swords, who deals with communication. So for those of you who are looking for love with this love heart, do keep yourself online and do be very active online. With the Knight of Wands, this is an energy of distance. This is about action, this is about movement. And what I'm feeling is that this person who you connect with online may not even be local to you. This could be someone who's a little distance away from you. So when it comes to meeting them or getting to know them, keep that in mind. They could be someone who's at a distance, for those of you who are looking for love. For others of you where I was feeling that energy of you being on the right path of truth, honesty, being confident with what it is that you're doing, being very present online and active with your online use as well. You could be connected to someone who's at a distance as well, and the distance could be key to you as well. There's something about distance here. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Nine of Swords. So this is about anxiousness. So you could feel anxious because this person is at a distance, which I don't think you should be, because the way I'm feeling is that for those of you who are going to connect with someone online, even though this person is at a distance, it feels very good. Like this could be a positive and good connection, and there shouldn't be any anxious feelings. For others of you where I was feeling as though you are going to be connected to what it is that you desire, with you being on your set path and them asking you to be confident and keeping your online presence quite active and communicating. It feels like for those of you who are on this path, you could be in a role or a job where you have to use social media quite a lot, and I said that you could be linked to something at a distance. There may be some anxious feelings that you feel as you move forward under this full moon, and for whatever reason, what's on the bottom of the deck? Yeah, for whatever reason, don't. 10 of Pentacles. So things look pretty safe and secure is what they're saying in the future. Pretty safe and secure, whether you're that person looking for love or whether you are the person who is doing a lot of social media communication. I feel like someone here works in a job, or they have a hobby, or they are very heavily linked to the world of being online in communication, I feel like there's an influencer here, or someone who uses social media to build a platform, or has an online platform, or has a blog, or writes a blog, or wants to be a writer, or does some kind of communication work, or could even be PR work. But it feels like someone who has to have a good grip on what's happening in the here and now, day to day, what's going viral, what's working, what people are buying, what people are interested in, what's trending. It feels like someone is involved in that kind of line of work. That's another energy that I'm getting, along with the people who will be finding love online. You shouldn't be anxious as well, because things are looking pretty secure in the future. So with that message, with the love heart, it feels like there's two different energies coming through to me. The people who are about to find love and could be connected to love online, and someone or people who are working in jobs or have a hobby of using the internet, using social media, and checking trends, and seeing what's going viral, or just being online quite heavily, you as well are on a good path with the Hermit that's come up, and they're asking you to stay focused on that. And as this heart is around the 10th house, which is our career, our direction, our ambitions, and where we're going, you could be connected to something that you really desire as well, with that kind of role of work that you're doing in the 10th house where that heart is as well. So there's two different energies, two different messages that I'm picking up there. All right, so the next thing that I saw in this cup, guys, as I was looking through, is a lot of wavy lines up here. So if I were looking at an astrology chart, this would be around the 1st and the 12th house. So this is in someone's actual personal life, and in their area of life, the 12th house, which is connected to large institutions, hospitals, law enforcement. It's the area of life where we face restriction, where we feel like we're being held back, where we kind of, not, I don't want to say self-sabotage, even though that's the word that they're giving to me, but the area of life where we can be quite private because we're quite nervous about things and we don't always let things out, but it's our deepest desires, but we keep it to ourselves, and we can kind of maybe hold ourselves back a little bit because we're keeping things to ourselves. So there's a lot of wavy lines running through those two areas of life. So the wavy lines are obviously an indication of things being a little bit unsettled. So I'm going to start with the 1st house and anybody who is feeling a little bit unsettled themselves, because the 1st house is about us, what we want, our desires, and ultimately it's you as a person. So Spirit, what is the message for the person who may be feeling a little bit unsettled at the moment in life, just generally? Anybody who's feeling a little bit unsettled, okay, you could be a Sagittarius, or Sagittarius could be involved. So that's the first sign that's jumped out. If you're not a Sagittarius, the Temperance card is about peace and balance. So if you are feeling unsettled in life, peace and balance is key, and that could be what's coming into you. What else does this person who's feeling unsettled need to know? Wow, lovely. Things are actually going to go your way, and you're actually going to feel a sense of justice. You could also be a Libra, because this is the card for Libra, or Libra could be involved. If you are someone who has been feeling unsettled within yourself, within your own 1st house of life in astrology, within how you feel about yourself, just know that balance and things going your way and finding justice is what Spirit is saying. So there's really no need to be worried. Look at that, just the Judgment card. You're going to get a second chance. This is the other card that's linked to Libra as well. So Libra could be heavily involved in the reason why you feel unsettled. You could be a Libra as well as the Sagittarius energy that's here. But Libra is what resonates with these two cards. But taking the astrology away, Judgment is about evaluation, about being given a second chance with something. So if you are someone who's been feeling this wavy energy, what I'm picking up here, these wavy lines of things being a bit unsettled in, you know, who you are and what you're experiencing in life right now, just know that balance is going to be found. Things are going to go your way, and if you need to have a second chance with anything, it's going to come to you. What's on the bottom of the deck? I love it. Look at that, the Tower. So things are definitely going to have a bit of a shake up. The Tower energy is about release. This card could basically summarize the whole kind of eclipse that we're going through right now. The Tower card energy is about something being shaken up so much that the foundation is just completely ripped to shreds and something new is built. So if you are feeling unsettled in your life right now, if that's you, just know that while you're going through this unsettled feeling or change, balance, justice, and things going your way is what resonates. You are going through this at the moment because you are due to have some kind of karmatic, massive change in your life that is unexpected, which is reflected in the Tower card's energy. This eclipse is about letting go and release. So it's quite possible that as you move forward, you could release something if you're feeling unsettled, and something new can come in. When you look at the Tower card's energy, you can see that the Tower, if I turn it towards you, is being hit from the top. You know, it's got all the lightning and the fire and everything happening at the top. people are falling out of the building, but what is crumbling is the foundation, is the bottom of the tower. So that is an indication of things being rebuilt, an unexpected change that is going to rebuild everything. If you are someone who has been feeling very unsettled in your personal life at the moment, is what I'm hoping to say, and I'm hoping I've got that message across well. If you are feeling personally unsettled, if you are feeling personally upset, personally not very motivated, or there's a lot of things going on that are up and down in your life, as it's showing here with the wavy lines, just know it's happening for a reason, and that's because a new foundation is being built, and you're actually going to get some kind of sense of justice out of this, is what they're saying. Right, for the wavy lines that are going through from the first house to the 12th house, again, this is showing me that possibly someone or some of you are experiencing feeling as though something is holding you back because it's the 12th house. You could also be experiencing unsettled energy with large institutions that you deal with. So this could even be the police, law enforcement, because that covers this house. It could be hospitals, it could be health for some of you, and it could be mentally for some of you, because it's not just health as in physical health. This is more mental health in the 12th house. The physical health is more over here in the 6th house, but where I'm seeing the unsettled energy is the 12th. So mentally, some of you could be feeling unsettled, or you could be having problems with large institutions, the police, or any kind of big organization that you're working with, and you could be feeling as though you are being held back, or there's some kind of reason for you to hold back for something because it's happening in the 12th house. Let's see what you need to know. So if that resonates with anybody, what is the message, Spirit? What is the message for anybody who's dealing with any large institutions, having any challenges, having any mental blocks, or even feeling within themselves mentally not too well at the moment? They're saying to relax. 4 of Swords. And this card here clearly wants to be read. That's on top of my hand. Yeah, disappointment. The 3 of Swords. Relax. It feels like you could be someone who's been experiencing disappointment, which is clearly showing me here with all the wavy lines in that area of life. Relax. Take a step back from this disappointment. Don't worry about it. And because this is the Swords suit and it's the 3 and 4 of Swords, so this is showing me progression from disappointment to being in a state of mind where you can relax. Don't worry. Whatever is worrying you about this area of life, if that message resonates with you, just don't worry about it. They're asking you to step back and relax. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so we've got the Hangman. So they're asking you to see things from a different perspective. As you can see, the Hangman, he is upside down, so he doesn't see life, you know, as he would as if he was standing on his feet, and his head is illuminated. So this is about seeing things from a different perspective. Whatever's been going on where you've felt some kind of disappointment, if this part of the message resonates for you, see things from a different perspective and relax. What else do they need to know, Spirit? What's key about this disappointment? Why is it that they can now be in a position to relax mentally and stop worrying? What's coming in for this person? Take a pause. 9 of Wands. Take a pause, but just know that once you've taken this pause and had this rest, you need to keep going and continue. So it's almost like they're asking you to have a break. Okay, this one clearly wants to be read. Oh no, that is too many. Okay, clear messages, Spirit, clear messages. Okay, that's too many. And oh my gosh, the same card that's flipped over again, that keeps coming out, but it's come out with too many. So if it wants to come out, it needs to come out on its own. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Why does this person need to take a pause for the cause and not worry and relax? What else does this person need to know? Okay, there we go. So these two clearly want to be read the way that they've jumped out. Oh, wow, look at that. The Lovers card. So you could be a Gemini, or a Gemini could be involved. And the 10 of Cups. I love it. Spirit is saying relax, take a pause for the cause. Don't worry about these large institutions that you're dealing with. Don't worry about where you feel as though you're holding yourself back or you've been held back. Don't worry about any of this unsettled energy that you may have been feeling mentally, because with the Lovers card and the Ten of Cups, you're about to be pretty much blessed. Like I said, you could be a Gemini, because that is a card for Gemini, or Gemini could be involved. Taking the astrology away from it, it feels as though your desires, or whatever it is that you want, or whatever it is that you want to be connected to with the Lovers card, it could be love, or it could be a general love or desire for something else in life. It's about to come to you. You're about to be in a position where you can feel emotionally joyful again, is what they're giving me, because the Ten of Cups is that card of joy. It's probably the most emotionally happy card or joyful card in the deck. I like to describe this card as, it's a beautiful energy. It's like a moment in life where you can really just sigh and be like, oh my God, I feel so good. I feel so good and I feel so happy. You've got the rainbow, you've got 10 cups, you've got the family there, you've got children playing. It's just a beautiful energy, and 10 is that number of completion as well. The cup suit is, you know, our emotions, how we feel, matters of the heart. It's to do with how we feel emotionally. So what I'm seeing here in the cup is the unsteadiness and the unsettled energy, but the message is, as I said, step back from the disappointment, whatever it is, with the Three of Swords and the Three of Swords and the Four of Swords. Just step back, relax, take a pause for the cause. The Nine of Wands, you know, step back, evaluate everything, and then just know that you are about to be blessed with what it is that you desire. So if you are someone who's been feeling unsettled in that area of your life, or even mentally. Okay, the last thing that I saw in this card, the last two things, I saw two horseshoes right up here, and horseshoes are good luck. So this is good luck, this is blessings, and there are two of them. And where they are sat, you've got one here in a roundabout, you could say the 7th house, and a roundabout, you could say the 8th house. So the 7th house is our relationships, business matters, marriage, serious commitments in life. And then you've got the 8th house, which is actually the house that this eclipse, the ruler of this eclipse, Scorpio, rules in modern astrology. So this would be Scorpio's house. So this is the house of death and rebirth. It's the house of where we share things in life. It could be shared assets like property, debts, finances, sexual desires, our shared time, anything that we share in life that is not fully ours. It's kind of like a financial house, but the house of finances that are shared, and certainly the house of death and rebirth, hence why Scorpio rules it, because Scorpio is linked to that area of life. It feels as though there's going to be some good luck for someone or some of you in those areas of life, your marriages, your relationships, your partnerships. Those of you who are having problems with debt and finances that you share, those of you who have maybe even recently gone through a divorce, because this is the house of divorce, the 8th house, and those of you that are going through transformation. So what else do we need to know, Spirit? What is the message for anybody who resonates with that? What do they need to know with these horseshoes? What luck and blessings are coming into them? What do they need to know? What luck and blessings? Okay. Queen of Pentacles, so resources. And also another card that's flipped here is this is why I love spirit guides and angels so much, the Death card. The card for Scorpio, the card that is basically ruling over this whole eclipse that we're having, and the card that would be linked to the 8th house. Some of you are about to transform financially big time. Some of you are about to have some luck and blessings in a very financial way, or to do with your resources. Whether this is resources that are finances, because it's the Queen of Pentacles, you know, or it's your health, wealth, vitality, whatever you call security in life, like your long-term future, this is about to be transformed for some of you. There's about to be some death and rebirth, and things are going to go well. I love it. Really, really nice. Okay, what else do they need to know about this transformation? This good luck, this blessings that's coming in with the horseshoes that I'm seeing, it's financially or your resources, which don't have to be financial resources. What else do we need to know, Spirit? What message is there for People, okay, there's real potential for success. Seven of Wands, which is great. There's real potential for success with the future here. You could be someone who is, I'm picking up here, someone who is maybe even a business owner, or someone who is trying to get something to lift off of the ground, you know, a business, a creative project, or something that you're very passionate about. With the Seven of Wands, that could be transformed, and you could be very resourceful with this, and that's how your luck could come in with transformation of this project. Nine of Cups, very, very content. So we had the Ten of Cups come out in the last message, and now we've got the Nine of Cups. The Nine is about being in a position of content. You know, Nine of Cups is when we're almost at 10. We're almost at that 10 of Cups moment where we've got exactly what we want and we're really, really happy. Nine is being very, very content. So I'm picking up a message here that for some of you, you're about to be financially blessed. You could be a Scorpio, you could be a earth sign, a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, or Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo could be involved. And you could also be someone who's working on a business project, a creative project, or something that you're very, very passionate about. This is about to get off the ground. I'm seeing a lot of luck and fortune with the two horseshoes, definitely in the 7th and 8th house. So as I said, your relationships, your business partners, your business deals, your marriage, anything that you're seriously committed to. The 8th house, your finances, anybody who's been quite debt ridden or in debt, anybody who's going through a period of transformation and change. Scorpio's house here, anybody who shares property or is about to even maybe inherit property, because that would come under the 8th house as well. Anybody who has been, I want to say, they're pushing me to say here, someone who's been quite bogged down financially. People who have had a lot of responsibility, because it's like in the 8th house, which is of what we share. So whether this is responsibility with your kids, with other people, with your bills, whatever it is, anybody who's had a lot of responsibility is a specific word that they're giving to me. Things are about to transform and turn around, and financial blessings could be coming in, or resources that you need could be coming in, and you could be in a position where you are really, really content. Whew, okay. So that was it. Those were the main things that came out in this cup here, the main symbols and things that I saw, guys. So, you know, we're under a full moon, as I said to you at the beginning in the introduction for the astrology. This full moon is a south node full moon eclipse. It is about letting go, it is about release, it is about transformation. If you are a Scorpio, have a wonderful, wonderful week. Step into your personal power, because you are ruling basically everything right now. And I do love me some Scorpio as a sign. I find it a very, very interesting sun sign, and Scorpio rules over things like the occult, witchcraft. So of course I'm going to love me some Scorpio being a full-blown witch. So wonderful. It's great to have this energy in the air. So I hope these messages reach whoever it's meant to reach. I hope they resonate with whoever they're meant to resonate with. Drop me a comment, give the video a like, interact with each other, let me know how it's going. Have a wonderful full moon, guys. Blessed be, and I will catch you in the next reading.